It is time for the Thursday edition of Litter Media Live on this July 30th of 2026. I'm Dan Ramey.
I'm Aaron Glandon.
And welcome to the program. Looks like my collar was messed up a little bit there.
The Thursday edition might be my favorite edition of Litter Media Live.
Because of the Petland Pet of the Week?
Yes, I love seeing everybody's pets.
Because if they're cats, they're simply perfect.
Yes, I'm a big cat fan.
Yeah. We can call him Catman, I suppose, in some respects. Yeah. It seems like a month ago you didn't have hair on your face and your hair looks shorter. What's happened to you? You've gone crazy.
Hair grows.
You're a chia pet. I need some help. I got a haircut yesterday. So, by the way, spoke with Bill Harbert yesterday, and he when he walked into the barber shop, I was already in the chair. His son was getting ready to work on cutting my hair that I have. And he says, well, if it's not Dan Ramey, the GOAT of school bus derby announcing. And I'm like, did you write that? And he says, no, I'm pretty sure it was Rick Green. Rick Green is with the Bluegrass Festival down in Piketon. Thank you for that moniker that you handed off to me. I told one of the kids at church last night, she was commenting on it, and I said, yeah, I think maybe I should retire from school bus derby announcing. Go out as the GOAT. Why not? One and you're done.
You know, that's all well and good until you realize that the Ross County Fair is coming up.
That's right.
And I was driving out on 23 yesterday, and I saw the buses.
Yeah.
And I saw where they had begun to paint them, but not completely painted yet.
Not completely.
The work has begun.
So we will, and I took yesterday off, so I haven't reached out to the Ross County Fair just yet. But
we'll be inquiring.
We will be inquiring to see if we might be able to do some live stream of that. As we mentioned during our program that took place down in Pike County, when they put the new press box in with the grandstand, beautiful, air conditioned, awesome. It was super. And it gave our camera good elevation to be able to see. You got to deal with those posts. But outside of that, it was a perfect situation for us. We don't have that at the Ross County Fair.
Oh, no.
So there is a box on the other side. So we might be able to get that. But we'll see how it goes.
I think that would be a pretty good spot, probably.
It would be, because you're right up and close to the action there as well.
Some mud might fly at the camera. We'd get some 3D effects.
That could be kind of crazy. Yeah. And I appreciate everyone allowing us to do that, to the Pike County Fair Board, but it did raise questions. Other people were asking, well, you're going to do the autocross event tonight. You're going to do the derby on Saturday. And I'm like, well, no, we were just doing the one-shot deal. First of all, to see if we could do it. And second of all, to see what the reaction might be.
Yeah.
The reaction's been pretty good.
We like the bus derbies.
Yes. All right. All that being said, it's time to take a look at the forecast for you today. Let you know how to prepare. Today is going to be another picture-perfect day. Temperatures to reach into the mid-80s. For your Thursday, some clouds appearing in the afternoon. Overnight lows will drop down to around the low 60s before Friday, more sun and warming up to around 88 degrees. Now you see there Saturday, it looks like we're going to get some rain towards the middle of the weekend. But deal with some cloud cover early on, then temperatures will be relatively comfortable up to around 80. But do expect to see some rain sometime on Saturday and sometime on Sunday as well. Coming up shortly, we'll take a look at what's making news for us across the Scioto Valley and a look at sports. Our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week is coming up. And if you've got a nomination to send in, please do so for both the Pet of the Week and Player of the Week.
Although we have a feeling we might know who this week's player
we might know
will be.
who the Player of the Week is already this week. You'll learn more in sports coming up in just a bit. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Mark came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Now time for news, which you can find on littermedia.com.
Look at that picture. I was watching the video on this the other day, and you can't see it now, but when it slides back through again, you'll take a good look at Coach Tressel, Lieutenant Governor. I don't think ever got the thing to pop for him.
Well, hang on. Here's the picture right here.
There you go.
Is he right here where my cursor is? He's just looking down at it.
He's looking down at it, and I thought for myself during the video, he's trying to pop it. It's not going off, and he's looking at it, and I'm thinking, oh, don't put it off in your face. And then I thought, wait a second, there's a little girl down there. Don't put it off in her face either. So it was a scary moment. I remember when Mom and Dad had Ramey's Sinclair, we had some little fireworks and things like you see at the stores these days, but we're talking the 1960s. And they had these little tiny cups, and you could pull a string, and then streamers would come out of them.
Right.
Little tiny things.
Yeah.
I accidentally pulled one off toward my face one day, and that might be part of why I wear glasses today. I don't know. But
how old were you when you got glasses?
Let's see. I got some glass in my eye when I was a kid. I can't remember if it was my left eye or my right eye. There's a picture of me at like 4 or 5 years old, and I have a patch over my eye, and it's because they did surgery on it. But that led to me not being able to read the chalkboard clearly in school. You would find yourself sitting up close and kind of squinting and everything. But I think I got glasses in the 5th grade, maybe. I think it was the 5th grade, but I didn't wear them all the time, and it did me no good.
Right.
And then I think in junior high, I think it was either 7th or 8th grade, I started wearing them all the time.
I think I got glasses in 3rd grade. But I mean, I couldn't, once I got them, I was like, oh, this is what the world is supposed to look like. And I could not wear them.
My wife, Kaufman Optical used to be around here in Chillicothe. They were in the Folk Block, and my wife used to work there. And that was the first time I'd worn contacts. And so I was getting contacts for the first time. And I was walking back to the radio station, which was over at 45 West Main Street. And as I'm walking, I'm seeing all the lines in between the bricks on the Eastern Star building, and I'm like, this is cool. I can see everything.
Like seeing in HD.
Yeah, it changed everything.
Yeah.
Now I'm to the age where, if you get those cataracts removed, it might clear things up for you,
Yeah.
But I have to wear glasses all the time now, and I haven't worn contacts for several years because working mornings, I just got tired of cleaning them and putting them in my eye and the whole deal. So
The only time I put in contacts is if I think I'm going to be sweating, because I don't like getting sweat on my glasses.
Yeah.
Then I got to clean it off.
I understand that.
Either way, we're supposed to be talking about news right now.
That's right.
So let's tell you about the news. It's Senior Citizen Day down at the Pike County Fair today. You can also head out to check out the Sheep Show and Sheep Showmanship at the A.E. Blom Show Arena.
Say that 5 times fast.
Sheep Show and Sheep Showmanship at the A.E. Blom Show Arena. Not happening. As well as Beef Showmanship and Beef Breeding Show at the Multi-Purpose Building. Check out the Horse Fun Show at 5 o'clock and then stick around for Diamond J Rodeo at the Grandstands, followed by Riley Babst Band's Boot Scootin' Boogie Night. Say that 5 times fast.
Say it once fast.
Yeah. The first 250 kids after 3 p.m. get to ride for free thanks to Bristol Village. And don't forget to check out our Pike County Fair coverage on YouTube as well if you can't make it out there. We were out there Sunday night for the opening ceremonies, Tuesday for the bus derby. You can find both of those nights on our YouTube and Facebook channel.
Wish we could be there every day.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun to be at the fair. And you see people we hadn't seen for a long time. And I've always termed the Ross County Fair is basically a big family reunion for a whole week. You see people that you hadn't seen for so long, and you rekindle relationships. The Ohio State Fair, as you mentioned, is also going on up in Columbus. The opening ceremony yesterday capped off a multi-year construction effort that has reshaped the fairgrounds with 2 brand new buildings, renovations to 4 existing buildings, the new Ohio Children's Carousel, a new amphitheater, a misting area, and more. The new Ohio Showcase building has 2 primary sections, the Shaping Ohio exhibit, which includes a film, and the exhibit telling the story of Ohio. I'd like to see this.
Yeah, this looks pretty neat.
Is it animated? I've not heard about this. This is the first time hearing about it. Also, the new food hall and an air-conditioned dining space featuring 6 Ohio-rooted restaurants. Today, if you stop by the fair, you can check out the pig races as well. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it does look cool.
I like that Ohio screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
That is really cool. So what do you think are the 6 Ohio-rooted restaurants?
I got to think Schmidt's Sausage House is one of those.
Bob Evans.
Golden Lamb, maybe.
Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's is probably involved there too, since they were, Dave Thomas started that. He was a member of Upper Arlington, a resident of Upper Arlington, and I think the first was right downtown. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'd have to go to the state fair to find it.
Yeah, we would.
Right?
Or maybe one of our viewers can go to the state fair and report back.
Yeah, let us know.
Be a Litter Media reporter.
Let us know what they said.
Don't forget that a presentation of the Ross County Revolutionary War Veterans Memorial by the Scioto Valley Realtors will be held today at 1 o'clock p.m. So when you get done watching this show, head out to Yoctangi Parkway. Well, eat lunch first. You'll have time.
I was there for the opening, the dedication during the America 250 portion of that with the Daughters of the American Revolution. Fantastic job. But Realtors made that happen. They forked out $7,000 to make sure that it was put together. And so let's say hats off to the Realtors organization to make that happen.
Absolutely.
Yes. Coming up tomorrow morning down in Piketon is the Bless the Block Back to School giveaway. You want to check it out. There will be food, inflatables, free backpacks and supplies, and even a prayer area, too. This event is partially put on by Reach for Tomorrow. That's REACH. I haven't looked up to see what that stands for. It's a faith-based drug and alcohol IOP treatment program for both men and women out of Kingston. This is all taking place tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., right behind the Village Brew in Piketon. If you don't know about the Village Brew, that's the old Piketon School, not the one that we all remember from the school before the one built where the complex is behind Piketon, but we're talking about the one that was in like the early 1900s. They've renovated that and they've turned it into a nice place there where you can go in, have coffee and donuts and all that kind of stuff.
All right.
So if you've not, it's a kind of a gathering place in Piketon now. But thank you to Sean Strange, Mama Strange, for letting us know that. She's involved with Reach for Tomorrow.
If you want to get involved with the Buck 10, race day is Friday, September 8th, but if you want to participate, you must register by midnight on July 31st. The Buck 10 is an 8-lap 10K race inside Chillicothe Correctional Institute, hosted by the Helping Hands team and the Buck 50. It's an experience like no other, and the inmates really look forward to cheering on all the runners during the race. Live music is also included during the race for some extra inspiration as well.
The CCI relationship with the Buck 50 has been incredible. These guys raise money and they help contribute to the Buck 50, but their artistry is fantastic. If you've been to the Buck 50 and you see the large running guy and they've got the big numbers 1, 5, and 0, those were all built by the guys out at CCI, and they get excited about seeing the runners come in and run those laps and everything. It's a great way for those that are on the inside able to make an impact on the people on the outside and kind of pay back in that regard. So the Adina gym floor has a new look. Look at that. There's the Warrior head. And we saw these photos earlier this morning. They were posted by the Warrior, help me with the Facebook name, Warrior Pride, I think. But
Might be right.
But do we have the picture with Coach Laura Smith? There it is.
Yes.
And David Mack, he's the new athletic director, posing for those pictures. And looks really nice for your alma mater there.
I like the when it comes back, the spear or the arrowhead on the side. I like that a lot.
It is really nice.
And I like the fill in of the 3-point line, how it's light blue in there.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of that.
I don't remember what was in the middle of the floor before.
It was a Warrior head.
Was it a Warrior head? Okay. What was it?
I'm pretty sure.
That size?
I don't think it was this size.
Okay. Very nice. Well done, Adina. Yeah, we appreciate that. Of course, they had the Wellness Center. They just opened, and your chance to see that the last weekend and all. That is, things are up and coming.
Yeah.
What's next for Bostic Field? You know?
Right.
Now it's like, can we get turf in there? Or I know they put new stands up a few years ago, but we're seeing so many turf fields come to play, you almost forget what it's like to be around a grass football field. But the maintenance on a grass football field is really, if you can keep up with it, it looks really good. Like Unioto's is a nice facility. They put did they put Bermuda grass, was it? They put in there. And so it almost looks like a golf course in some respect. But for folks who have to mow it all the time and line it and make sure you fertilize it, depending on how much use it gets as well. I remember Chillicothe was playing Westerville North at Westerville North. This would have been the 1980s. And there had been so much rain that week. It was like a hurricane had come through, and so we got all the residual 5 days of torrential downpours out of it. And they had like 6 different events, a couple of soccer matches. They had some junior high football and reserve football. And by the time the varsity game came on, you couldn't see hardly any grass in the middle of the field at all. It was all mud. And there was a moment where in the third quarter, we had a stoppage of play because one of the linemen reaches down and holds up, and he shows it to the referee. They found one of the band members' shoes that had been sucked off by the mud. It was right there. So whoever that kid was in the band was walking around with one shoe on.
Wow.
But and I know that Paint Valley and Adina had a game like that at Paint Valley, and that was I think it was a playoff game, and the playing conditions were just atrocious because they had had so much on that grass field, and it had been chewed up and chewed up and chewed up, and that's when they got the the new field put in over there.
Seems like when I was in
Paint
high
Valley.
school, every time we played Paint Valley, it was a mud bowl.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Can't say that now because they've got a really nice facility over
Yes,
there.
they do.
with that.
Paint Valley, they've got the best view out of any football stadium in the SBC. I love the view from that field.
Copper's Mountain back there behind it and everything.
Gorgeous.
It's just, and especially late fall. Sure, you've got the leaves and everything, but the way the sun hits and it just makes that mountainside pop out. It's just incredible. It really is. And Adina, I don't know what took them so long to turn the home stands
I don't know
to
either.
where you
I
don't
don't
have
know
to
what
look into the sun. Let me give you one more football story. We were at Big Walnut, and Chillicothe was playing Big Walnut, and the visitor side is staring into the sun. Well, they put us in the visitor side press box. So we're at the top of those bleachers, and for the first 20 minutes of the game, not 20 minutes on the clock, but 20 minutes of the game, we couldn't see anything on the field.
Yeah.
Nothing. And it wasn't because of glare through the windows. We took the windows out because the sun was staring at us, and we were trying our best to cup our eyes to be able to see. It was atrocious. But if you are the home team, you don't care about that.
Nope.
But when you're doing, is it a courtesy to the home team or to the visitors to put your home side looking at the sun?
You know what? Although it took them so long to figure it out, and they did figure it out eventually, I still think they were doing better than the Dallas Cowboys, because that stadium, the sun is a huge problem.
Yeah.
AT&T Stadium. If you're driving up the field, I mean, that's hitting the players in the eyes. That's worse than the spectators.
And it's like that at Tays Valley. Their football field has always been east to west. And so if you've got the ball first in the early part of the season, your whole first quarter, you're staring at the sun.
Yep.
And you're hoping that you're hitting receivers. I think that's why they probably ran the ball more than threw the ball. So, all right. You know, football season's just around the corner. 3 weeks from tomorrow is opening night.
Wow.
And speaking of Chillicothe and Circleville, they are meeting for the first time since the 1980s. And it'll be week number 1. I helped to get this game together. Last year, we were at Circleville for the Washington Courthouse Circleville matchup. I'm talking with Jay Sherritt. Jay played for Circleville the last time Chillicothe and Circleville met on the gridiron on the varsity schedule. And I said, what would it take to get you guys back together? And he says, we got week 1 open. I said, let me make a phone call. And next thing you know, it's a done deal. Chillicothe,
Power of Dan Ramey.
hosting Circleville. That will be our first Litter Media game of the week for our football coverage.
Oh, it's in
this season.
Chillicothe?
It's in Chillicothe.
I'll be able to
yes.
walk there.
Yes, you will. That means I still got to bring the equipment.
Yes. Or I can bring it home and then I can walk it over.
Or I could swing by and pick you up and you can help me carry it in.
That's true.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. And you could drop me off.
Oh, yeah, got to do that too.
You haven't been to my house yet.
I've not been to your house yet. The new abode of an old house.
Right.
How old is that house?
Built in,
You could say born.
I want to say 38.
1938. Wow. A lot of memories in that house.
Yeah.
No doubt. And you're making your own memories in that
Yes.
house. Can't wait till you have kids and you start marking the line for how tall they are and everything on the side.
The only thing I would change about the house is I wish we had a driveway so I could put a basketball hoop in it. We don't have a driveway.
You got a basement?
Yes.
You can put a hoop down there.
Sure.
A lot of frozen rope shots and a lot of layups. All right. We have strayed way off the actual programming that we normally do.
Yeah, and you got a meeting at noon. So
That's right. We've got sports coming your way next. Details on that. And don't forget our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week coming up. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. If you want to be comfortable in your home with the temperature, and again, just seconds ago, the air conditioner kicked on in here, which is maintained by Accurate Heating and Cooling and Plumbing. If you need some work done in your home, they can handle it. If you need it in your business, they can handle that. If you've got a large corporation, they do a lot of commercial work as well. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it takes you right to AccurateHVAC.com, where you can learn more about their services and their service territory. For Accurate, your trusted comfort advisor.
Whenever I first applied for the ArchWiz opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Now time for sports, and we won't tell you what Dan Ramey just said off air.
It was not bad. Just keep that in mind. But inquiring minds are wondering. We'll send you a message.
Don't worry about it.
Rylen Wax, he was very much involved with world competition, and he conquered world competition. He was in the U17 Greco-Roman 45 kilogram weight class in the World Wrestling Championships in Baku, Azerbaijan. Now he was taking on the European champion, which was Ali Javadli of Azerbaijan. So he's on his home mat.
I know. When I read that yesterday, I was like, this might be a tough match for this kid. He's in the gold medal match. He's facing someone who's on home turf.
Right.
The nerves have got to be crazy.
And he was down 5-0.
Yeah.
So catch this. He's down 5-0. He's taking on the European champion in his home country. And so now they go to the second part of the match, and he manages to tuck the opponent's left arm to where he couldn't use it. So now he has got him in a hold, and he flips him, gets a reversal. So he gets 2 points. He does it again. And suddenly he goes from down 5-0 to up 13-5. And the other kid just got tired out. He was wore out, and Rylen went the distance, comes away with the championship. Congratulations, Rylen. I had described him on our Facebook page as Zane Trace's Rylen Wax. Found out that he's now being homeschooled. So he did go to Zane Trace, but now he's
Ross County's Rylen Wax.
So that he could focus on wrestling
right
at the world stage. So congratulations. Wax is now the world champion, 45 kilogram weight class champion. I was watching his dad, Reggie Wax, was posting some of the videos, and it was some which you can see on our Facebook feed. But one of them was him getting, I couldn't share this because he didn't have a set to be shareable, but was the medal ceremony. And it was so cool to see the kids being in the third place match. Must have been a tie, is all I can figure, because they had two wrestlers there. One was the Iranian kid, and I can't remember who he was wrestling, but they were both on the third place part of the podium. And then the Azerbaijan kid on the second, and then stepping up was Rylen Wax, and they come out and they put the gold medal on him, like what we saw with Caitlin, when she was getting her medal. But then they also give him a championship belt.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he gets the belt, and he's putting it on, and it was just really cool to watch that. And then they played the national anthem. That was cool to see. And then after it got done, they all four got up on the same podium with Rylen, took a picture, and then the three went away, and then suddenly he was the main guy, and they're taking pictures and all this kind of stuff. It was really, really cool.
We have a lot to be proud of here in Ross County.
Yeah.
Because we have Rylen Wax, we have Caitlin Brown, we have Ainsley Weaver. Who else is competing on the national stage?
And this is worldwide stage here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we had Cindy Hauser.
International stage.
She had a gold medal from the U.S. Olympic women's basketball team. It's just amazing, all these people that have had the world stage. And
from right here in Southern Ohio.
Yeah, pretty proud of you. Yeah, so congratulations to Rylen. I was talking with Reggie, and when they get back from Azerbaijan, we're going to try and get him in studio with us.
Of course.
So that we can have that chat. And not only that, but you think about Cam McDaniel up at Taze Valley. He also was a world champion through the Pan Am Games and everything too. So wrestling is a lot of fun if you've never watched it, but it gets even more interesting when they go to the world stage. So, and I guess Rylen was also out at the U.S. Olympic trial camp too this year. So,
well, why wouldn't he be? Yeah, of course.
I'm looking forward to one day being able to say, here's Cam McDaniel, and his brother is also starting to come along as well, and Rylen Wax maybe on the next U.S. Olympic wrestling team. That would be cool.
Yeah, let's cross.
We're already wrestling for Team USA, but they're not at the Olympic stage yet.
Right.
One of these days, that would be awesome to see.
The paints were off last night, but they sure saw the result of the Kokomo and Johnstown game. There was this graphic says 9-2. A 9-2 loss by Kokomo will help the Paints clinch a playoff spot. And you looked at the Paints website this morning. Nothing was confirmed. Yeah, but the magic number was 1.
Magic number was 1. I reached out to Jacob Wise the other night, and I said, so what's the magic number now? And he says 1. So that means any combination of a Paints win or a loss by the team that was chasing them. And that's what happened for Kokomo last night. That puts the Paints in the playoffs to take on Lafayette. Lafayette was the first half winner of the Northeast Division. Lafayette will be in town tonight and tomorrow night also.
Yeah, the Paints have a homestand tonight, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes, and so tonight's Thirsty Thursday. Your drafts or domestic drafts are $2, but you can get out for that. They've got a cool treats from Dairy Queen coming up, I think, Saturday night. And Fan Appreciation Night is Friday. That means more fireworks, so you don't want to miss that as well. But the thing about it is the Paints find themselves where I don't think they would be able to be home again after Saturday night's game unless they reach the Prospect League Championship Series. Because when they restructured the playoff system, the team that has the highest winning let me back up just a moment here. The team who won the first half will host the division playoff. All right? So Lafayette would host Chillicothe in a 1-game divisional playoff. Then that division will play the other division's winner in a conference championship one game. And that's hosted by the team with the highest winning percentage, which I believe right now is Danville, if they win it. So then, should the Paints win that divisional game, win the conference championship game, then they go to the championship series. It's a 3-game set, and the team with the highest winning percentage gets to determine, will we host game 1 and then go to your place for game 2 and 3 if necessary, or we'll play the first game at your place and then come back and have 2 games at our place. So that's how that all plays out. It sounds confusing, but...
So when we get to the championship, either 1 or 2 games in Chillicothe.
Correct.
Because the Paints will get to the championship. I'm saying it right now.
We are thinking positively.
Yes.
And I'd love to see that. The Paints have had more playoff appearances than any other team in the Prospect League. They've got more championship wins, I think. Do I have that information over here? I thought I had that written down here somewhere. Looky there. Paints have been a member of the Prospect League since 2009. They are a charter member of the league. They have 7 divisional championships: 2009, 10, 14, 19, 22, 23, and 24. Their Prospect League record of championships, 4 of them. Let's go for a 5th this year.
Yeah.
2010, 19, 22, and 23. And the Prospect League record for the most playoff appearances, 12 of them. And the championship series appearances, they've had 6, and they've won 4 out of all that. So congratulations to the Chillicothe Paints. Let's keep this thing going.
Yes.
Hashtag Paints Roll.
Yes.
Or is it Roll Paints? Roll Paints.
Paints roll.
Yes.
Backwards and forwards.
The Reds, unfortunately, could not roll last night. The Guardians did roll. 6-1 win in favor of Cleveland. And so they had split that doubleheader the previous day. Had the Reds won, that would have tied the Ohio Cup series, and they would have retained the Ohio Cup. But because they lost last night, it's now in the hands of the Guardians for the next year. The Reds will stay home. The host, the Pirates, they open up a 4-game set starting tonight. Guardians are off, and they will then host the Diamondbacks tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes.
All right.
Coming up next, it's our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week, followed by This Date in History and our National Days.
Okay.
But first, I want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Online all the time, customer payment, account information, and more. Log on at litterpropane.com.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Time now for the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. If you've got a pet you would like to nominate, please do so. The email address is littermedia@gmail.com. Make sure you include a photo and tell us about your pet as well. So let's introduce you to this week's Pet of the Week, which comes to us from Karen. And Karen says, This is our Willow. She is 3 years old. She looks just like her mama. She was rescued when her mama started hanging outside a family member's home and chose to leave her babies there. She had 4 babies. We have 3 of them, Willow included. Mama lives with the family member who took her and the babies in. All babies are with someone in our family. How about that? I'm sure they
keep the family together. Yeah.
Yeah. And still gives the cats a chance to meet everybody every once in a while, I imagine. Willow loves hair bands, num-nums, playing, and loving on her gam-gam, and human mama as well. So congratulations, Willow. Yes. And she's sweet.
She looks like she's sleeping on her little paw there.
It's almost
Very
like,
cute.
Would you stop taking pictures of me? That's what my cats do. They'll look at us and they're like, all right, hurry up, get this thing. And Amelia's starting to turn into that too.
That's funny.
So again, if you would like to send us a nomination, send it to littermedia@gmail.com, and we will get you into our rotation of those nominations we've received so far. Somebody's going to have the Pet of the Year, and Petland will have a nice prize for you, and we'll have a trophy for you as well coming up in December.
Yes,
so
we will.
if you have not made your pet nomination, please do so. And again, the same with our Player of the Week. That is normally announced on Fridays, so make sure you get that into us as well.
You can find all of our Pets of the Week, including Willow, on littermedia.com.
Mm-hmm. Have you already put her up there?
I have.
Look at you.
Look at me go.
He is cranking. All right. That's our Pet of the Week. What about
this date in history?
This date in history.
You've got the board over there.
Oh, I do. Okay. You
this date in
prepared this
history
too,
today takes us back to 1948. I was up kind of early this morning, so I came in and did some stuff.
Very nice.
Professional wrestling premieres on U.S. primetime TV on the Dumont Television Network.
Look at that.
You like my luchador mask there?
I was going to say, do you know the wrestler's mask?
I just looked up luchador mask because I figured that'd be the easiest thing to draw.
Gotcha. Well, you could have thrown one of our pictures of Bobby Fulton up there.
I know. I went through and I found some of the B-roll I got when I went out to the fair and captured some of the wrestling. Mm-hmm. But I decided to draw my own mask.
One of my favorite pictures I've ever taken is of Bobby, and this was back when he used to have his matches at the old Pike County Fairgrounds arena. And he comes right up and he's leaning through the ropes and he's going like this at the camera. It's an awesome picture. It really is.
I have a buddy who loves professional wrestling. And I told him one day that we had Bobby Fulton in, and he was like, "Are you kidding? You know Bobby Fulton? You've met him before?"
Fantastics? Really? Yes, we know Bobby personally, as Jimmy Hines as well. All right, to our national days, what do we have?
We got probably the best one we've had so far. It's Cheesecake Day. I love cheesecake.
You know, Missy made some cheesecake, and it's sitting in the refrigerator, and I keep forgetting to eat some.
Bring me some.
I have to get some later tonight.
It's also Father-in-Law Day.
Hello, Ronald Potter. He is my father-in-law.
Whistleblower Day.
Aren't you going to say hi to your father?
Hello, Rusty Allison. Climb a Mountain Day. Will you be doing this?
You said Whistleblower Day. Be careful out there. Climb a Mountain Day. I don't plan to climb any mountains.
Okay.
There is a, have you ever heard of Mount Dora, Florida?
No.
My mom retired in Mount Dora, Florida. And one of my former coworkers, Roger Lee, he had a T-shirt that said, "I climbed Mount Dora." Mount Dora's elevation is something like 13 feet.
There you go. You did climb that mountain in Lancaster that I'm blanking on the name of.
Mount Pleasant.
Yes.
Yeah, I did do that. Man, my thighs were screaming at me. It took me forever to catch my breath when I got up to the top. I had no idea what I was getting into. This was my first assignment with Litter Media. I had gone to the fair in Fairfield County, and I thought, I'm going to get a look at what it looks like up there. So I started walking.
Foolishly.
And as I'm going up, I met a couple coming down, an older couple, and I said, "Is it any easier coming down?" He goes, "No." I started rethinking what I was doing at that moment, but I thought, no, I'm more than halfway. I'm going to keep on going.
Yep.
So I did, And then coming down, my thighs were burning like crazy because of how you had to walk.
It's your calves on the way up and it's your quads on the way down.
Yeah, and my lungs too.
Yeah.
I probably would expire on the mountain if I tried it now.
Yeah, maybe don't climb a mountain today, Dan. It's also intern day and chili dog day.
Ooh, chili dogs and cheesecake.
Yeah, we're learning more
Very
about
nice.
cheesecake when we flip the card on the back.
Oh, what do we have?
Cheesecake dates to ancient Greece, where it was known as plakis. Plakis was a cake made with cheese, honey, and flour, and often served at religious festivals and weddings.
Plakis from the Aegean Sea.
Yeah. Cheesecake was introduced to the United States by Dutch settlers in the 17th century and became a popular dessert in the New World. The invention of cream cheese in the 19th century helped create new waves of cheesecake recipes, including New York cheesecake, which is the cheesecake that everybody's most familiar with.
Yeah, yeah. If you ever go to the Cheesecake Factory, you have all kinds of things that you can try, but I prefer the homemade.
I like a nice turtle cheesecake.
Missy makes cheesecakes for our holiday dinners and everything. So she was, you want cherries on it again? Yeah, that'd be great. This time we have strawberries.
You ever do like coconut?
Not with a cheesecake.
I bet that would be good.
I like the coconut with banana cream or lemon meringue pie.
See, the textures of those, I'm not.
Or a coconut
I'm not
cream
fan
pie.
of.
I like that
I
too.
couldn't do that.
Yeah. You know, I've got a meeting to get to.
Yes.
So that's it for the program today. We've got a busy day ahead of us. So thank you for stopping by and spending a few minutes with us today. Again, if you ever miss one of our programs or maybe you've seen something on the program, you want to know more about it, you can reach out to us. Use our email address, which you see on the screen right there, or you can send us a Facebook message as well. That's how a lot of the news stuff we get, people contribute, and we appreciate that. All right, that's a look at the program. I'm Dan Ramey. He's Aaron Glandon. And we'll see you soon with another edition of Litter Media Live.